Hello and welcome to Board Games with Barry. I'm Barry and I'm here today with the digital edition of Scythe. Now Scythe is a resource management, area control type game, a little bit of a lot of things, and very well regarded. I think it's Board Game Geek Top 100. I, however, am not a big fan. I've not enjoyed playing it, but it could be that I just don't understand it particularly well. So I'm going to give it another go on this digital edition. I have played through it once, didn't really change my mind, but let's try again and see what's what. So I'm going to go into a new game. I'm going to play 4 players. I think it's best at 4 players, particularly the base game. I'll just do random, which is fine. And then I am Polania. This is fine. I'll go into all of this when we start, so you kind of get a bit of an overview of the game. Now, I've not put on sound or music at least, because I think that's probably may end up on a copyright strike. Right, first thing I want to do though, I thought I turned camera animations off. I don't want to be swinging around the board. Well, whatever. Might just have to put up with it. Fine, so first things, this is the game board. This is the default game board, I think, in the base game. Each player starts with their faction in one of their home bases. These home bases are off the board and act as a safe area for any PCs to go back to. You also have the two of the 3 areas adjacent to your base, and in those you have workers. These little dots are workers, and if I zoom in you can see their little wooden people. My people? Meeples? And then the aim of the game is to have the most points when somebody hits 6 objective stars. There's a few ways of getting stars. So the 2 things you need to care about are resources and points and stars. Points are given for pretty much everything at the end of the game, and stars are given for meeting certain objectives. So let's start with that so we know roughly when the game might end. So remember, any player can earn 6 stars. So first thing we can do is get all 6 upgrades on our player board. So this bottom part of the board is all the player actions that we can take. And one of those actions, which is this first one here, bottom left, would be to upgrade an action. How do you upgrade an action? Well, basically you spend 3 oil, so 3 resources which we'll collect on the board, to upgrade a thing, which will give us these cogs. So we'd add the ability on the top half by adding a cog, and reduce the cost of an ability on the bottom half. And it doesn't have to be the same top half, bottom half, but basically you get to add an ability to the top half of an action and reduce the cost of an action on the bottom half. So once we get all 6 of those, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we would earn a star, and that would be 1/6 of the way to finishing the game. For mechs, we can build mechs as units within this game, and that's done by this bottom action here. So that at the moment costs 4 steel. And then you get a mech, you put a mech on the board. When you put the mech on a board, you'll get a bonus ability, and you will, once you've got all 4 of them out, because there's only 4 mechs in the game, you'll get a star. For structures, that's the bottom action here, it's at the moment costing 3 wood. When you do that, you can build one of the 4 structures from the top half. They give you various bonuses depending on what action you take and what tile they're on, but again, once you've built all 4, you'll get a star. Having all 8 workers out, this meeple symbol producing on there gets you additional workers. When you have all 8 of your workers out, you'll get a star. Completed objective, we'll have a look at our objective at the moment. You've got the choice between 2 objectives, and whichever one, you can complete one of them for a star. By going into combat with another player, you can earn, and if you win, you earn a star. You're capped at 2 unless you're one of the factions, Saxony faction, but you can earn up to 2 stars that way. Then 18 popularity or 16 power, that's these symbols here. So the hearts are popularity, and the whatever that is power. And if you get up to that amount, even if you spend it again later, you'll get a star just for hitting that amount. Now, when somebody's done 6 of all these different options, however many that is, 10, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When everybody's done 6 of the 9 options, the game ends, but then it's whoever has the most points that wins. So how do you get points? Here's the final scoring. Number of coins that you have, each one gives you a point. Then your structure bonuses, the value of every star that you've earned. This is important because you can change the value of your end game scoring. The value of every hex you control, and the value of every 2 resources you have. So your popularity metric is going to determine how many points everything you have is worth. So you really want to get to 13 popularity and be on at least 13 popularity at the end of the game to maximize your scoring potential. So let's say I didn't finish the game, but I had 14 popularity. I had 5 stars. Each of my stars would be worth 5 points, so that'd be 25 points for me. However, if somebody had 0 to 6 popularity but got all 6 stars, they would only get 18 points. So you can see that ending the game doesn't guarantee a win. Same here for the tiles you control. Again, depending on your popularity, what they're worth. This middle tile, this purple one here, is the factory, and that counts as 3, so that's quite good. But again, if you can get up to that top scoring. And then for every 2 resources, you get some points, and resources are going to be on tiles you control. You never keep resources off the board. So those are the 2 things that you care about when thinking about how to play the game. You're always working towards those goals. You're working to have as many points as you can, and potentially you don't even want to end the game, but you do want to have as many stars as possible. So you want to get to at least 5 stars. And then when somebody else ends it, then you can potentially outscore them. So one of the stars was available for objectives, so let's have a look at our objectives. Have 1 factory card, at least 1 mech, and no more than 3 workers. Well, that doesn't sound good to me. Control at least 3 farm territories at the end of your turn. That seems more doable. The things with wood on them, those are farms. There's a couple over the water. However, I can't yet go over the water. In order to go over the water, I have to build a mech, and I have to take the river walk ability, which will let me cross water. There's a whole bunch of other rules. You can pick them up as we go along. So, on my turn, I pick one of the top actions to perform. So this first action is to produce. Now, production at the moment is free. However, once I have more workers, it will cost me a power. Once I have 2 more workers, when I've got 2 additional workers, it will cost me a power and a popularity. And then eventually a power, a popularity, and a coin. So I probably want to get up to 6 workers sharpish, because then I can put them out across the board and start producing stuff. So that's that first action. Whenever you've chosen your top action, you also get the bottom action, and some top actions are split. See how this has like 2 separate parts, so you would only pick one of them. After picking the top action and performing the top action, you can then perform the second action. Anything in the red square is a cost, anything in the green square is a gain. And so here, if I had 3 oil, I don't, I would be able to perform the upgrade action and gain 2 coins. Not possible straight away because I don't have any resources. The second one is spend a coin for 2 resources, or spend the coin for a popularity. But then the second half of that is spend 4 iron to deploy a mech. Remember, when I deploy a mech, I get one of these abilities. Most likely looking to get over the water. Then this one is spend a coin for 2 power, or spend a coin for a combat card. We'll get into combat, there'll be some at some point. And then I can spend 3 wood to build a building and gain 3 coins. This one is move 2 units a single space, or gain a coin. And I can spend 3 food to gain a recruit, which is basically a bonus that happens on other people's turns. So when I do that, I'll be able to pick one of these actions as a recruit, and then every time my neighbour left and right perform them, I get a bonus. Right, it's enough to get going. You can just pick up some of it as we play. So I'm going to pick the move action. Confirm that. So I'm going to move this guy down to here. And I'm going to move my main guy onto the board. Now my main guy can't produce, my champion or whatever he's called can't produce, but I want an extra guy early-ish on. So that's gone round back to me again. You'll notice I don't really care what anybody else is up to. I only really care about the stats and the metrics here. It matters a little bit, but certainly early on, I'm just going to focus on my own game. So, let's zoom out a little bit again here. So I have moved. Now, you'll notice that this time, movement is greyed out. I can't take the same action twice. I have to do something else. And that something is going to be to produce. So I'm going to pick here to produce. So remember, this was a production of a worker. I get the amount of produce equal to the number of workers there. So one guy, one guy. One guy, one food. I don't have the 3 oil, so I can't do the bottom bit. So now I'm going to move again. Confirm. This time I'm going to move this guy out here. I want to make more food. And then I want to move this guy into here. Now see this little token? That is an encounter. Whenever your champion's on a space with an encounter, you get a random card, click to reveal. Normally, you would get to pick one of these to perform. However, my faction special power is that I can perform 2 of the 3. So I could pay 2 popularity to enlist 1 recruit, which seems very, very good. And I can pay $2 to gain a worker and any 2 resources. That also seems very, very good. I'd go down to 0 popularity, but I'm going to do it because doing that to immediately do this. So now anytime anybody else gets a recruit to my left or right, I will get the bonus of a combat card. It's not the best one, I guess, but early doors, it's fine. And then I can get one of these, and I'm going to pick popularity just so I have some of these. So this is one-time bonuses for the recruit action, so I'll accept that. So that's the first one I chose. Normally you'd only get 1, but my special faction power is I can do it again. So now I don't... I think I'll pay 2 to gain a worker and 2 resources. Is that worth it? Possibly. So I'll pay the money, and then I will accept the worker on here. So that'll give me 4 workers. When I produce again, I'll get the 2 honey, and the 2 more workers take me up to 6. Which is what I want. I wish for... So do I want a building? I do need a building because I need to get over the water, and I'm not likely to be able to get a mech early on. So I think I have to take... Then again, I can produce wood. I think I just produce wood. I get the building, which will let me go over the water. Well, let me go through tunnels. So this is a tunnel space, and I can build whatever this is here to connect tunnels. Sure, let's do that. I know I can produce wood, but I want to produce wood faster. And that's my turn done. Oh, actually, if I produce food, it would let me do that. I thought, okay, undo. Right, do that again. Yeah, I still take the enlist. Oh, got to pick one of these. I'll take the popularity. Then I will do this again. Yes, I want the worker. But this time I take the food. And now I can do the bottom half. Which is going to let me get a second recruit. Got to pay the food. Fine. This time I'll take the upgrade. And I'll take... Don't need the combat cards. I could use the money. Don't necessarily need the power yet. I'll take the money. Although money's easier to come by. But early on... Actually, this is going to cost me power now to produce, so I'll get this. Fine. So getting all 4 of these enlist actions, these recruits at the bottom, gets you 1 star. But because these are passive bonuses, they're really good to get earlier on. So that's actually quite handy for me. So now if I can't move again, I do want to move out. I want to build, but I don't have any wood. So now I'll just get my last two guys. Ooh. So that gets me the last two guys. You'll see, because I've only got two hammers, I can only produce in 2 spaces until I get my windmill. I can't do the bottom half because I know I don't produce any oil. But now to produce, it costs, because I have more workers, it now costs me a power and a popularity, forcing them to work. So I want to move again. I don't have enough food for that. I could... You know what, sure, let's do a trade action, because I took that money. So here I'll take a food, and I will take a... Do I want an oil or a... I think I maybe want... I don't produce oil anywhere is my problem. And until I can get over here, it's a little bit of an issue. Actually, if I get 1 wood, because I'm going to move 2 guys onto here, I'll produce here. Then that would be enough to build the mine so I can move under the tunnels. And then I can start producing steel. Now again, whether I'm playing this even close to well, I don't know. All I'm trying to do is work towards getting all my upgrades out. Like all my stuff. If I can get everything off my board into play, that is fine by me. Let's move you to here. And you to here. Start producing wood. Then I can do this, which I'll confirm. I wish my opponent's probably wanting to make mechs. If they've not already. So I'll take that. I'll take the... I don't really want the combat cards just yet. So I'll take the cash again. And end my turn. So let's have a look at how everybody else is doing. Nobody's got any stars. You know, I'm up there with money, I'm up there with power. Like, it's still early doors, right? So because my neighbour has taken the deploy action, which is one of these, I don't know, construction, recruit. I don't know what the deploy action is. I got a coin for it, so it must be this one. So they deployed a mech. Is that how that one works? Yeah, deploy mech. Fine. I now wish to produce again. Here I will produce wood. Here I will produce food. I still can't do this upgrade. Like, you're very boxed in with upgrades options here. So there's probably a very good opening for Plania that I don't know about. One of my objectives, I think, forces me just to stay on the island for ages. What was my objectives again? Have 1 factory card, no more than 3 workers. No. Control at least 3 farms. That was the one I was going for, wasn't it? Right, so now I wish to build. So I will spend 1 buck to gain 2 power. And then I'll do this. This will let me build... So I've got to spend the wood. 1, 2, 3. This will let me build my mine. I'll build my mine here. And so that's going to connect these 2 areas and these 2 areas. So just to confirm, it's the mines that are connected on the map here. Actually, we can zoom out to see what the opponent's up to, right? So he's got a decent amount of workers. They've all got a decent amount of workers out. He's got a mech out, and his champion's there with a windmill. That's pretty good. I got another combat card. I think I can only hold 2 combat cards at the moment. But the game will always let me keep my better ones. I should probably read the full rules rather than just go for it, right? Fine, so now I should be able to move. Or do I wish to produce first? If I produce here... be my last popularity. Maybe a little risky. I think I'll save it. I'll try and get a mech here to move these guys out. So let's move. I want to move you into here. You into Do I move these to begin with? No. Let me just undo that. I mean, I'm going to do the same thing. Confirm. Except I'm going to move you into there. So I can pick up that next time. And you into here. Fine. And then I still can't do... I've not enough food to do the bottom bit. But once I've done that, then I don't need food anymore. Any food I collect from now on, or beyond one more, is purely points. So resources, remember, any 2 resources gets you points at the end based on how popular you are. I'm not currently very popular, and it's not the easiest to gain popularity, so I will, if I get to the factory, which I'll show you in a minute, hopefully I'll be able to find the card that gives me popularity. So this would be my last production option here, which I might want to do. Maybe not. Actually, let's just spend... I've got a lot of cash. So if I just buy a food and buy a wood, that seems pretty reasonable to me. Then I can move... Yeah. This is better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy onto here and my champion onto here to see what this is. Then I will produce on wood and steel. So he's deployed another mech, which should have got me something. Not having this one, I'm not sure how many buildings they're building just now. But they are deploying mechs, so I get coins. So now I want to move again. Confirm. So you're going to go here. You're going to go here. Then I get to see what the thing is. So I don't have the popularity here, but I could gain it, and that would give me oil. Well, let's do that one first. So yes, that's fine. Scoop that up. So now I could pay my remaining popularity to gain 4 oil, which will let me start doing the upgrades, or I could just straight up do an upgrade. I think maybe I just straight up do an upgrade, and I will upgrade what I produce on, and I will reduce the cost. So I don't care about you anymore. I'll reduce the cost of upgrades since I've not done any. I've also not deployed any mechs. Yeah, I'll reduce the cost of mechs, because if I can get a single upgrade, again, I can reduce the cost of mechs down to 2. Then I can do this for my final one. And then I'll perform the final enlist, which will get me 2 more cards, which I think I'll get to look at. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, gotcha. I've always thought that I only had a single one of these cards, but I've got 3 2s, 3 3s, 3 4s and 3 5s, as shown by my 10 cards in hand. Now we're on round 11. Game should end round 25-ish, round 30-ish. So we're about halfway, maybe a bit under. How are everybody else doing for stars? I'm the only person that's got a star. I am playing on easy, of course. So we'll see. So I've now got all my recruits, which gave me this star. You know, one of the last things I arguably want to do is pick up my last 2 people. So now, I don't need to produce there. I need to get people up here, but to do that I want this. So were I to produce... I mean, this would just be points at the end. I really want another oil. I can't do that yet. So can't do that. I just have to do this, I think. But because this is upgraded, I now get to do 3 things. So I do you, you, and you. And then I don't have enough oil, so sad. And remember, your champion can't produce. So next time I can do this, I will get 1 oil, 1 steel. I'll get my first mech out. Then I'll have enough oil for another upgrade when I want to produce again. I'm going to drop my mech here, and I'm going to use him to move around. I should take the plus movement upgrade. So speed plus 1 hex per movement, and that's for anybody. And your mechs can move your workers. So now I will... What did I say I was going to do? I was going to do this. So I need 1 more steel, 1 more of you. Then I can do this. So I've got to spend my 3 steel. And I want the plus 1 speed. And I'm going to go here. Perfect. So, the factory in the middle, if you get there with your champion, you get an additional ability in this bottom left slot here. That follows the same rules as anything else. You can't... actually, do I want to take you on and take you on? Yes. To complete my objective. Except I can't move over water just yet. So that's life, I suppose. Let me move. So this mech is going to pick up my guys, and it's going to pick up my resources, because when I move out of this square, nobody owns it anymore. And so you don't want to leave your resources lying around. I could get to here, but I think I'm going to go to here. And then I will go to... actually, I could go see what that is. Sure. No, no. Let me bring the resources with me. Because again, once I move out of here, nobody controls it. So let's get another one of these. Because I get to resolve 2 options, it's generally quite good for me. So pay 2 popularity to gain 4 wood. Mid. Paying $2 to gain 3 popularity, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm not fussed for wood necessarily, so I'll do that, and I'll do that, and that'll just pump my popularity a bit. Remember, I want 13 by the time the game ends, or at least 13 by the time the game ends. Fine, so that's my moves, done. There's no more, I can't get any more recruits, so any food I carry around now is just for having. So if I produce now, I get more wood, more steel, and I'd be able to do an upgrade which would reduce that to 2, and that should give me enough steel for the rest of it. So let's do that. So I'm going to confirm, I'm going to produce, I'm only getting minimal advantage out of it, right, because I'm only doing 2 out of the 3, but that is okay. I can now do this, which I'll confirm, so spend this. So remember, you never have resources yourself, they're always on a space with you, and if somebody fights you for that space, they would get the resources. So I wish to upgrade... Do I need a triple move? Not really. Popularity is probably one I'll go for, and I'll reduce that. So now I've got enough for 2 more mechs there. Pretty decent. So now I can do some shenanigans about boosting my popularity and building more mechs. Also wish to move. So what I want to do really is get... maybe it's fighting time. So if I were to move... If you were to pick up... I don't think I need to pick anybody up to... So it's 1 move to here. I can't get over to there, no? Okay, here's my plan. So if I move to here, and you... Why, oh, it's water. I can't get over water. That's annoying. That is annoying. But I'm going to build another mech. Hold on, so let's undo all of that. Undo, undo, undo. So let's do this instead. I shall spend $1 to gain... What do I still need? I still need oil. I'm not producing oil readily. Let's do... oil. Then let's build a new mech. Cost me 2 of these. Now I'll take Riverwalk and I'll build my mech here. So now I can cross rivers. Now I'm not sure if that counts as a river or a lake, to be honest, but this should be a river and I should be able to fight him for his space. So remember, I can still pick up 2 stars from combat. Just zoom out, see what the board looks like here. So. He's gone all the way over there, using the tunnels. Cool. So now I want to move. You can... I still can't... So that doesn't count as water, that counts as a lake. That's annoying. So I should have taken Lake Walk and not River Walk, but... That's what you get for not understanding the map. Actually, I really dislike the map. Like, what's a river, what's a lake? Doesn't seem good to me. Right, can you get somewhere with wood? Could go fight over here. Doesn't seem worth it. You know what? Let's undo that. Let's not bother moving again. Let us instead build one of our buildings. So take that for the top, get some more power. Then I'll spend this. 1, 2, 3. And now I don't really want the windmill yet. So let's take... I'm going to be taking this action a bit more often. So seems pretty reasonable for this. So I'm going to put this... Here's fine. Then I'm going to build another mech. And that's going to give me Lake Walk, whatever that is. Right, how's everybody else looking? Stars. Everybody's still just got 1. Everybody's got a lot of cash. Not doing so well on the... Oh yeah, everybody's got like a lot of stuff. I've been spending my stuff. I find these recruit bonuses just a very weak way of adding interaction to the game. Sure, it does something. It's not nothing, but it's not enjoyable. Let me take... So I don't really need too many more resources. I could get another oil barrel. I could get another... Yeah, okay, fine. I will take some resources then. So do this. You get another wood. You get another oil. Then I do this to build another mech. This time I'll take you. And you can just hang out here. And then I will end my turn. So arguably I want to produce... Maybe not. I'm definitely not good at this game. But computer's playing on easy, so how hard can it be, right? So let me now... So if I now move, you can pretty much get anywhere. But not here. Why can't I move over there? I don't understand. I've got Lake Walk, I've got Swamp... Ah, who knows. Fine, you'll come here. You'll... camera's in the way. One. I know it's somewhere over there. Let me look round. Yeah. Camera slap bang in front of that bit there. And I wish to go to here? Maybe? Sure. So it's through the tunnel for 1 and over here for 2. And then I should be able to... Control at least 3 farm territories. 1, 2, 3. Does that not count? Oh, farms food, you idiot. Not clever. Right, new plan. Still want to move. Let's come down here. Maybe I just go hang out in the swamp. You go here. I don't think I care about my objective one. You are still going to have to pick up 2 guys. Then, so if I care about a farm. Fine, so that's 1 farm. I just don't care about it. Undo. Don't care about producing. I still want to move. I have to come down because I want to get into the factory. So, fine. Whatever way I want to do that, no bother. I'll go here. That's fine. Then you are going to pick up some guys if I can get my mouse over them. Yeah. How annoying. Who knows what that even looks like on camera. I'm just going to go here. Yeah, just one. What was it saying about my moves? Fine. Don't care. Enter. Right, so I'm getting attacked here, but I should be able to fend them off. So, first combat of the game, and let's have a look. So, this the way combat works is you can spend power up to a maximum of 7. Then you can throw in cards equal to the mechs and champions there, maybe. So the computer can get up to, again, can't see because of stupid camera, up to 12. I could also get up to 12, but ties go to the attacker. So do I just bid 0 and not worry about it? Potentially. And the computer bids 11. So I could have spent everything to go up to 12. But they can have the win. I'll go back to my home base over here, and then I have to start moving out again. But that's not a problem. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's still 3 turns to get to the middle. He brought his honey with him. Everyone's chasing honey. So now let's produce. Here, here, here. Then I get another upgrade. I will upgrade my I've got to pay the 3 first. 1, 2, 3. Make that less appealing to target. I wish to upgrade the move action, and I wish to change the price of upgrading to cheaper. Fine. Now I've only got. I've still got 3 upgrades to go, so making upgrading cheaper is a reasonable move. But this triple move should at least let me get my objective as well. Everybody's swimming in money. Right, I should probably build my 4th mech. Start getting some stars on the board. So I'm going to take the popularity, because waning a little bit there. Spend you. I wish to get the last mech out. I will put my last mech here. Seems the most vulnerable. And done. He's left that area now. So my move will be 1, move you over here, 2, move you up here. Maybe not yet. Actually, I could just move another guy through. I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Fine. I'm going to have to move again, so it doesn't really matter. Fine, move action, confirm. You're going to go... fine, you can go stand in the water. Yes, of course I can move through lakes. Fine, you can go stand in the middle there. You are going to take on this farm, and you are going to go here. Is that worth it? Sure. So the game's getting dangerously close to ending. I would like to get 3 more hearts just before it does. I also want more stars, more everything, to be honest. So if I produce an upgrade, getting 3 upgrades is tough at this point now, like in time. Go for it anyway. Fine, so you'll produce... I need 1 more here, and otherwise these both just get me 1, so that's fine. Then I will do this. That'll let me, I guess, your points, and it doesn't really matter. Make you cheaper. Guess that does matter. So I think I want to pick up a couple of points if I can. Yeah, if I pick up a couple of points... Not far off. So he's already got his star for this. So at some point he had 16. He must have got into a fight. I wish to move again. So now 1, you take on that farm. 1, you take on that. 1, you take on this farm. Which will end my move. Then yes, whatever the yes button is. So I'm in here. I want things that give me hearts, money for... I think I take this one. Which is fine, and then I can now claim this. So you can only get 1 of your 2 objectives. Once one's done, that's it. So now let's have a think about what I want to do. So this should let me build a building, right? So $2 to build a building. And then I build my last building. Okay, seems fine. Actually, maybe I just build my last building here because I'm not far off on power. It's getting a bit dangerous, isn't it? Actually, I'll do this one first because it gets me a heart. But I need to get to 13 for it to matter. So sure, let's do this one. Let's do this. Spend 1, 2 wood. Lets me build a windmill here. Sure. Done. So then I do this. feel like it's all over. What's he still got to get on? So he's not getting to 18 hearts. At least not anytime soon. I'm nearly at 13. That'll take me to 12. 12 and another star, which is good. And then I can just go fight people. So even though I can always do the bottom action for the benefits, which typically are just coins, so it might be worth spending, say, two money for a thingy. I'm also near. Oh, I just got my other star for getting to 16 power, and that's which is good. So I'll do that. I will produce you. You can go here. Then I can do a double move. Which might as well go fight somebody, right? So who doesn't look strong? Because that would end the game. Or can I get to somewhere for one of these? So I could get another one of these, which might give me... There's not anybody where I can fight and get one of those, is there? No, nobody's sitting on one. Which is sad. I don't really want another star. I think I go here. I think I just go here. So this ability is like a double move. So that's my 1, 2, and then 1 to here. Fine. I want something that gives me popularity. Yes, you. Yeah, and then can't do that anymore. I don't want to pay 2 popularity, so dismiss. Yes. So that puts me on the 13 mark, which means all my stuff's worth more, which is what I care about. And then next turn I can probably end it. What would I need to do to end it? I would just need to fight somebody. Is that all I'm missing stars wise? Hold on, let's do the... So I've done you, and you. Fine. Wait, I've got a star for fighting. Don't remember getting a star for fighting. Or for peace. That's for fighting. What's this? Oh, objectives. So I don't have any stars for fighting, and I don't have any my dudes. If I had more dudes, that'd take 2 turns to end it though. So what's the best way of getting... So I want to move onto here, which is less than ideal. Can't get any more power. Could get more popularity. Can't build any more mechs. I could go the upgrade route, I suppose. Production's not bad. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Oh, that takes me back down to 12. I could just pay for 2 more. Whatever, if the computer ends it, computer ends it. So what's going to get me the most production? 2, 2, 1. 1, riskier. Maybe I should have done it at the top. And then I can do this. Here I'll do you for you. End turn. So what I don't want is to game. Oh, the game ends here. So I should never have gone down to 12. I should have just got an extra couple of hearts. Probably going to lose because of it. We'll see. Fine, so he's level 3, so all of his stuff's worth more than my stuff, which sucks. Yeah, you can see even though I've got more things, his additional points are keeping up. Coins. Whoa, didn't see that coming. Anyway, the end. Let's have a look at what those points were for, if we can. So you had... Didn't have a lot of stars. Definitely lowest down on stars. And 9 only put them in the mid-range. If I just didn't do what I did, I would have been in a far better position. I should have just tried for points at the end. It's my own fault. Then number of hexes controlled, mine. Number of resources. What did he get all these points on? Oh, it's Crimea, sorry. So they were 14. So they were in this bracket. So stars, fewer stars but worth more points. Fewer territories. Comparable resources. Wait, if his resources were 3, he had 7, I had 8, so fewer resources worth more points. What did I get 2 here for? What's this for? Don't know. And then the amount of money, just swimming in cash. Cash did it. Oh well, that is Scythe. I have not really changed my opinion on it. I found that to be quite... Even though I could have won, right? It doesn't matter. Even if I did win, it would feel very hollow. Now, I'm sure at higher difficulty levels and with a bit more strategy going in, the game's a bit tighter. Probably get this down to 20 rounds. Does that seem reasonable for an experienced player? Definitely finish a few rounds sooner. I don't know. It's just super not fun. Like, where was the fun in that? It just wasn't fun, and that's what I want. But I guess that's that. So until next time, this is Barry signing off.